When we came together last August, we entered our 50th year, and we celebrated a new beginning and a new future. None of us, on that hot day in August, ever thought, even for a second, that together we would face a global pandemic. Well, we did, and we have. But let us not forget the 80% of the school year in which we were together, starting with seniors pairing up with their kindergarten and junior kindergarten buddies and lining the field to form our big 5-0. Painting senior parking spots, campaigns retreat, trips to Head Acres, classes, projects, and tests with amazing teachers and classmates, fall festival, the opening of our Imaginarium, Founders Day, a state championship game, theater productions, concerts, PA meetings, Bingle Paws for Service, Big Bingle Bash, Friday treats, pep rallies, and athletic nights. And more importantly, let's not forget all of the hallway conversations, the recesses, the OCs, and the hugs. GDS is resilient. We are not just here to weather change, we will be transformed by it. We know now more than ever that we have to embrace surprises, remain nimble, and function in sync with the world. Students, I thank you for being you. My charge to you this summer is to practice gratitude, read, stay outdoors, and stay safe. Teachers, all faculty and staff, thank you. You inspire me, and your work each and every day is a reminder of why I came to Greensboro Day School. And parents, I thank you. I thank you for your adaptability, your graciousness, and your support. I would now like to introduce our Director of Alumni Programs, Michael Sumner, class of 2004, who will present our Alumni Extra Yard Awards.
Established in 2000, the Alumni Extra Yard Award is given to a teacher staff member who goes above and beyond to impact another person's life, program, or their community. Our first recipient is described with the following quotes. Consistently goes above and beyond the GDS standard to provide services to both the students, parents, and the staff. Whether she is the leading force of coordinating resources for a child's learning needs or the behind-the-scenes quiet supporter, she makes her top priority the success of the child. While coordinating learning resources for the 13 classes of the junior kindergarten through 4th grade, she is able to make every student she interacts with a top priority. She has the knack for noticing when someone needs an extra smile, simple words of encouragement, or a bit more of her time. Please help me in recognizing our first recipient of the Alumni Extra Yard Award, Mrs. Suzanne Billups, Lower School Learning Resource Specialist. Our second recipient is described with the following quote. Once we made the decision to attend GDS, she reached out and wanted to meet our son over the summer to help him feel comfortable before the transition in August. One summer morning, she came to school early, before summer camp, and spent time with him and showed him the middle school. That set the tone for the whole year of going above and beyond. How many teachers are willing to come in over summer break just to meet one new student? All year, she's gone above and beyond to challenge him both intellectually and emotionally. He can't wait to get to school each day, even online. When I asked my son what he likes best about his teacher, he said, "She really listens and hears what I have to say. She really cares about her students, and it shows every day in her work." Please help me in recognizing our second recipient of the Alumni Extra Yard Award, Mrs. Sarah Rose Mustafa, 5th grade teacher.
And now, please join me in watching Kelly Sipe, last year's recipient of the James P. Hendrix Jr. Award for Excellence in Teaching, announce this year's Hendrix Award winner.
Hello, I'm Kelly Sipe, kindergarten teacher and the proud parent of a graduating senior and a rising 4th grader. It is my privilege this year to present the James P. Hendrix Excellence in Teaching Award. Dr. Hendrix was the 4th head of school at Greensboro Day School, serving from 1977 to 1986. Dr. Hendrix was a powerful history teacher, and he remains honored to have his name on this significant recognition. The first recipient was announced in 1987. Last year, during graduation, it was my honor to receive this recognition and to join a dynamic group of Greensboro Day School teachers as Hendrix honorees. As I sat around the luncheon table of Hendrix honorees in early June 2019, there was an indescribable energy present. There was no denying the essence of wisdom, passion, dedication, tradition, respect, and genuine caring that permeated the air shared amongst us that day. Each and every day of my 26 years at Greensboro Day School, I'm reminded of the greatness that I am surrounded by. These last few months have taught us many things. Among those things are the value of being in relationship with others, feeling a sense of belonging to something bigger than yourself, the importance of human connection, and the great impact that the smallest and simplest of gestures can have on another person. Impact, relationship, belonging, and connection. These 4 words come to mind when I think about this year's recipient. This year's recipient has influenced many students at Greensboro Day School. In fact, the influence has been very broad, since this teacher serves a large number of students throughout teaching and extracurriculars. Nominations this year mention such qualities as a good listener, respect for students, faculty, and parents, patience with all constituents. This teacher leader instills confidence, develops relationships, and is seen as a motivator and an inspiration. In our discussions in the nominating committee, we too mentioned that this teacher is seen as having made an important difference for many students, peers, and teachers. Certainly, this teacher shows a deep passion for work during the school day and well into most evenings after school. Originally hired as a part-time coach some 14 years ago, while still teaching at 2 other area public schools, this teacher and Greensboro Day School became a strong fit well before the full-time hiring at GDS 8 years ago. A graduate of UNCG, he is a proud member of the larger community of Greensboro as well. In recent years, he has brought his 2 sons to join us at GDS, adding to the family sense of our community. A strong baseball coach and our health and wellness and physical education teacher from 1st through 12th grade, he makes a difference through his passion for his work each day. Recently, he was selected as our middle school dean of student life for the 2021 school year. I have the silver cup behind me, which will now move to the next 2020 Hendrix Award honoree. It is my pleasure to pass along the silver cup and award, the James P. Hendrix Award for Teaching Excellence 2020, to Kyle Curry Gilmer. Congratulations, Kyle.
And now, I'd like to recognize our departing faculty and staff. Whether they're moving away, retiring, or pursuing a new challenge, we wish our departing faculty and staff the very best with their new adventures. And now I'd like to thank our yearbook faculty advisor, Wendy Levine, and this year's editors, Cameron Somerville, Caroline Doss, Caroline Bostian, Elliot Gassioric, and Jack Scott. And now I'm going to turn it over to a few of our editors for the dedication of the yearbook.
Thank you, Mrs. Catlett. At its start in 1970, the Greensboro Day School community had no idea of all the changes that they would face over the next 50 years. From the uneasy global tension and widespread political change of the early 1970s when the school was founded, to the end of the Cold War and the advent of MTV in the 80s, to the start of the internet and the technological advancements of the 90s, to 9/11 and the recession in the late 2000s, Greensboro Day School changed and adapted along with the times, while always focusing on providing a comprehensive and innovative learning environment for all students. We started our 50th school year celebrating how far we had come from those first days and have ended in an unprecedented fashion from our homes via Zoom. This year, as GDS turns 50 years old, we look back upon the last 5 decades to see a school that has truly upheld its mission to develop the intellectual, ethical, and interpersonal foundations that students need to become constructive contributors to the world.
Thank you, Cameron. In the summer of 1970, 14 visionaries declared Greensboro Day School would most fully prepare students for college in enlightened leadership and dedicated service and develop its students in a high sense of honor and moral integrity, a deep respect for sound scholarship, and a full acceptance of responsibility. The staff of this year's Prowler worked hard to create a book that represents our school 50 years later. What gave Greensboro Day School its advantage was the uncommon devotion of volunteers in the face of false starts and the abiding faith they shared with the faculty that the job was indeed worthy doing and was in time destined to succeed. Thanks to these founders, they envisioned a school that would be the first of its kind in Greensboro. As we celebrate our 50th anniversary, we want to dedicate this year's Prowler to the 14 original founders and their families who made this vision a reality.
Sion A. Boney, Thornton H. Brooks, P. David Brown, Kathleen Bryan Edwards, Jane Eskridge, C. Allen Foster, Lawton D. Gresham, Shepard Griswold, Alice Isaacson, Robert B. Links, Charles A. McLennan, Thomas Ruffin Jr., James S. Shank, and Jack Warmoth. Due to the pandemic, our books are delayed in shipping to Greensboro. Please stay tuned for more information regarding the yearbook distribution in the coming weeks. Thank you.
And now, our Student Council President, Cason Pierce, will ring out the 2019-20 school year. Cason will ring the bell 50 times, one for each year of the school's history, which started in 1970. After Cason rings out the school year, I hope that you will stand wherever you are and join us in singing our Alma Mater.
Lo, as behold our green and gold memories of our youth and growth and love, we pledge to thee our loyalty to honor thee in harmony. As spirits grow weary, we look to Greensboro Day to challenge and guide us as we go on our way. Greensboro Day School, proud and true, for our success we look to you. Our banner held high, free in the sky, above our hearts forever.
Although we were apart for roughly 20% of the school year, we were together for all of it, all 100%. GDS's commitment to developing the intellectual, ethical, and interpersonal foundations of our students never wavered. And in many ways, our community is closer than ever and stronger than ever. Once a bingle, always a bingle. See you in the fall.